It's been just about 21 whole days of survival, but I think it's about time for Summer Steve to thrive. Welcome back to the Pyrogenic Summer Challenge, and today we are gonna go on a massive skill grind. Also, if you couldn't tell, we've survived long enough for Summer Steve to actually grow hair, so we got that now. Not that it's really useful, but it's pretty cool. Anyways, in order to start off this beautiful 100-degree morning, we are gonna go check our farm, and then after that, I am very curious about our bird traps to see if we got anything. After that, it's gonna be a whole bunch of reading, which I will inform you of the books that we will be reading when we are there. For now, it looks like our cabbages and carrots are still well watered. We'll keep tabs on that just about every day. Now it's time for the traps, which is not looking good. It looks like none of the traps have been triggered, but I will see if any of the baits have been taken. Nope, not a single one it seems. Thankfully, we only needed to rebait one of them, as the other baits have not been taken, but it's a good sign, as if the bait is being eaten, it means that there are animals to be trapped. So, let's go head back inside, because now I can show you what books we're gonna be reading. Let's grab them all, and then I'll describe each one and why I am reading them first. For starters, I really want to learn DIY crafting for idiots, as that allows me to make a metal workbench. And when I meant DIY crafting for idiots, I meant just about every other magazine that I have not read yet. But for actual books, we are going to be starting off with Trapping Volume 1, as I want to get as much XP from the traps that I already set out. After that, though, we're going to read Farming Volume 1, Metalworking Volume 1, and lastly, Tailoring. That is probably going to be every single skill that I can read an actual book on, so we're going to be here for a long time, as each book takes me just about one full day to read. So really what this entire week is going to be is me sitting in the corner checking on traps daily and making sure that my generator does not run out of fuel. It's going to be an extremely boring existence, but that is where the power of editing comes in. So I guess I'm just gonna read for a week straight. May God have mercy on Summer Steve's mental health. It's gonna be bad, but at least we're gonna be smart. I will see you then. Long time no see. I'm just kidding, it's been like 30 seconds, but we have a pretty cool update. For one, I finally finished our Trapping Volume 1 book, but more importantly, it looks like it has finally rained again. This is such a massive boon for me because we have so many filled up saucepans and cooking pots. It's filled up to the max, and if that wasn't good enough, we got water collector barrels filling up quickly. What I'm trying to say is that we're gonna be doing pretty damn good when it comes to water. So let's go check our traps, and then I'm gonna try and load as much of this water into actual containers that I can possibly fit. Our generator did take a hit, as it's now at 65%, but all we have to do is top it off really fast with a little bit of gas and it'll be golden. We don't need to repair it yet, as it has only lost 2% condition. This also means that I won't need to water any of these plants anytime soon, so that saves even more water on my end. Sadly, it does look like we have not caught any more birds, so we'll just see if we need to rebait them, and we'll continue on with our day. And when I mean that, I mean we're gonna go right back into a book-induced coma. Though before we do that, I can grab this empty water jug here and fill it up with as much water as possible. I think it's finally safe to say that even if it rains once a month, we're gonna be completely okay. Like, we are thriving right about now. Also, if you want to see something really funny, by the time I filled up this water jug with water, all of these containers have already filled right back up. I can literally see the rain increase as I'm just sitting here. Yeah. As much as I would love to stay outside and capitalize on as much water as possible, I think we can kind of take a chill pill, seeing how fast we can collect water. And that's not even putting in account all of these water containers which are already filled up. Yeah, this is the life. I do think this is the point to where I need to voice over everything, as this is going to get pretty boring with nothing really good happening. The only thing that might happen is my crops might grow a little bit, and we might catch a bird or two out of our traps. For now, we gotta read a whole 5 books. Wish me luck, it's gonna be a long one. And that is exactly what I did. I spent the rest of the day reading through my books, waking up to check my farm and traps, though nothing was caught. Though I did dig out a new row of farming plots of cabbages and tomatoes because of the amount of excess water I had. After that, I dug out worms for the rest of the day. I woke up once again, checked the farms with there no animals being caught. I thought it was a fluke and pressed on with my daily routine. Lots of reading, lots of checking, and lots of digging later, I finally decided that it's time to reposition my bird traps near the gas station for a little bit better of luck, which seems to have done the trick. Well, this part is not a voiceover, because it looks like repositioning the traps has worked out. Oh, I was so worried that the oldness of this map wouldn't have given me the fruits of my labor, but here we are. We got some stick traps that have been activated, giving me dead birds. This means that we are gonna be able to live out here. Oh, yes. That's what I love to see. We read through about 2/3 of the Mechanics Volume 1, and we have about 3 more books to go. I decided to add on Carpentry 4 and Foraging 3, just so we can get a whole bunch of bonuses. As you see from my skill page, we have a lot of bonuses. And really, the only things we will be missing as soon as I'm done here is First Aid and Fishing, but those can literally eat an egg for all I care, because they're useless to me. Anyways, we're gonna rebait these traps, and we are gonna check these bad boys every damn day. I might even want to, add some more traps to it, but for now, I think 6 is fine, and I'll add all of the dead birds in a very special spot. It's the massive ice freezer. It's kind of a psychopath thing to do, but trust me when I say it, that this is food storage, okay? Don't mind all the dead birds that I haven't cleaned. It keeps the freshness. And another thing that I will do, because it is raining out yet again, which means that every single water container I have out here is filled, is I think we can add a little bit to the farm. We already added an extra row, but I think we can add in one more with how plentiful this rain is. I really do hope that we have enough space in the freezers after I grow all this stuff out, because we are getting a pretty big farm, especially for one person. So much so that I don't think we're ever gonna need to worry about weight, because I can just engorge myself on all of these veggies. We're gonna go half radishes on this one, and half broccoli. That way we can have a little bit of variety. The rain should water it just fine, and if not, I don't need to worry about water. Okay, back to reading. We got 3 more books to go. I'll be real, this time was not too much different. I read books, checked the farm, caught some birds, and read so many more books, bringing us to the present. Never before have I seen something as beautiful as having a +3 multiplier for just about every skill in the game. It's only for the beginner books right now, but we have a whole bunch more to learn off of. Anyways, I have been in the daily grind. It's been pretty mind-numbing, but we have survived for 28 days, 1 hour, and stuff has been going extremely well for us. We only got around 4 dead birds so far out of our trapping endeavors, but I think today is going to be the day I kind of walk you through what I've been going through, other than like a voiceover. But now that we have read all of the beginner books, up next is gonna be a big old grind fest. Though today, I am just gonna do some small tasks around the house, saving the big grinding for later. So I guess this could also be considered a daily walkthrough of Summer Steve's life. For one, I usually check the generator, which is extremely low right now. So how about we go fix that up in the future by bringing a gas can with us. And yes, if you're wondering, I've been using a gas can for water. But aside from that, the condition is still pretty good, but we'll might as well top it off. I've been using all of the electronic scrap, and it has worked out pretty well. Plus, it feels extremely satisfying with the sounds repairing this damn thing, and it's very easy to maintain, as it only takes off 2 condition every day from what I've been seeing. Our water collectors are filled, and so are our buckets, with our farms thriving. Speaking of that, I think our first batch of cabbages is almost ready to harvest. There are diseases inside of these things, but some of them are still doing pretty well for themselves. So it's not like an entire crop ender, you know? But once I check out my generator and once I check out my water levels, I go and drive down to the good old gas station. So how about we turn on our second generator and do just that. I don't know how much gasoline is within these gas stations, but I'm guessing it's so high to where I probably won't need to experience it ever in my life. I also need to make sure I turn off the damn thing. That's pretty important as well. There we are. After that though, I usually go and check my bird traps. I'm kind of sad with the performance of it, but it is a passive income that I don't really need to keep much tabs on, and it looks like we got 2 extra birds today. Not bad. I've also been digging a whole bunch of furrows for worms, and we have 22 right now, or just 20, so I don't need to worry about that. These birds are extremely high in food, so it is going to be worth to stockpile them. It makes me feel a little bit better as well. And if you're wondering why I am only trapping birds right now, it's because worms are very easily obtainable. I will say though, as soon as my farm starts to produce a lot more food, I will be using that to trap larger game. But for right now, it's still in the growing stages, so I don't really want to go too overboard with it. This usually is the part where I go inside and I read for the entire day, but I have read all of the books there is. So instead, I can do a couple of very important things. Number 1, I need a damn shower. There's so much water here that I don't really care about wasting a little bit on personal hygiene, and it makes me feel a little less yucky. Now that we're done with that though, I kinda want to grab all of these empty bottles and purify some more drinking water so I don't have to, you know, drink from a gas can, and it gives me some extra stuff to do as well. So all I'm going to be doing is filling up everything with water. This is going to take a while and multiple water collectors, but it'll be worth it because it'll rain soon enough after. But there we are. We got like 20 bottles, 3 jars, and 1 full gas can. And with the power of charcoal and a microwave, we should be able to purify it in seconds. So let's go ahead and put all of our glass objects inside this charcoal grill here, and put our plastics inside the microwave. And oh my, completely unrelated to our current task, but that recent dead bird I caught gives me minus 31 hunger. Okay, it looks like trapping is gonna be huge for me, and I can just stockpile all of this right now while I go eat my chips and drink my alcohol. Anyways, it's time to cook. Don't ask me how this tastes, because I definitely am using a gas can that previously had gasoline in it, and now I'm putting dirty water inside, microwaving it to sterilize it. It's absolutely vile, but it should work. Come on, give me that good stuff. Boom. 1 full thing of gas, 5 fresh bottles of water, which is going to be a massive stockpile soon, as soon as I light this bad boy up and use some money to burn it. Why the hell not? It didn't take long for all these water bottles to be purified, and we have ourselves like a solid, I would say, 2 weeks to a full month of water pre-cooked for me to drink at my leisure. We'll put out the fire inside the charcoal grill just in case, drop down the charcoal for future use, and deposit all of our water, including the gas can. If we had enough room, that is, I'll just use this nearby duffel bag to store the rest of our water. And that is basically a full day. I don't really have anything else to do. We're looking pretty clean. We have food, we have water, and soon our farms will flourish. Next episode is gonna be the big grind. I can't wait for it, and I definitely think we are in our groove when it comes to self-sufficiency. Just a little bit more, and we will be golden. Anyways, if you guys have liked this episode, be sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more. Oh, and before the episode actually ends, I find it really funny and ironic that the cowboy character has his technically own ranch. Oh, this is really one of the only self-sustaining farm runs I've done as well, so that's fun. Okay, now it's actually time to head out. See you guys later.